Hello, hello. It's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday night stamp therapy. I'm so excited that you're joining me tonight. I was having some problems over on YouTube and have spent the last 10 minutes trying to connect over there and it just won't work. So we're coming over here to Facebook, and hopefully if you were waiting for me on YouTube, you saw my message and you come on over here and join me. I see a few of you connecting. So please give this video a thumbs up or a heart. Leave a comment and let me know that you can see and hear me okay. I think it's working. So I'm so excited to be able to connect with you tonight. Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, March 30th, 2023. And it is Thursday night. We're doing Thursday night stamp therapy. It's been a little while since we've done it over here on Facebook. We had some problems, especially with trying to get it recorded and live ahead of time. So that's why we switched over to YouTube. But tonight, I'm glad we've got Facebook to connect. So how are you guys doing? Oh my gosh, there's so much going on right now with Stampin' Up! And it all happened yesterday. If you're a demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Posted the catalog for you to have a look at. You can do that on the demonstrator website right now. You can see the whole PDF of the catalog, and they shared the list of things that we can order starting April 4th. So demonstrator pre-order starts April 4th, and I printed out the catalog pages for the pre-order items just so I could kind of see it. I didn't print the whole catalog. I just printed a few pages. So I'm really excited about that. I can't show you anything from the new catalog, except I can talk about the new colors. Stampin' Up! Is doing a color refresh, and this is how the new color collections are going to look. There are 11 retiring colors plus 4 retiring in colors. So if some of these are your favorite, make sure that you stock up on cardstock, reinkers, ink pads, Stampin' Blends, all the stuff in all these colors. Leave a comment and let me know which of these colors are you going to miss the most. We are using 2 of my favorites tonight, Mint Macaron and Sahara Sand, and I am going to miss those so much. I love those colors, especially together, and I'm really sad that they're leaving. The other ones I'm feeling like okay about, but those are the 2 that are really killing me. But I'm excited because there's new colors coming and returning in colors. So these are the colors that are going to take the place of the retiring colors. We've got Lemon Lime Twist, Berry Burst, Blueberry Bushel, Fresh Freesia gets to stay, Misty Moonlight, Lost Lagoon, and Pretty Peacock are all coming back. They're all returning in colors. And then we have 4 brand new colors, Lemon Lolly, Bubble Bath, Azure Afternoon, and Pecan Pie. And I'm kind of excited about these new colors, and it makes the hurt of losing my favorites a little bit easier because I cannot wait to update my color palette with some of these new colors. I hope you guys are excited as well. The other thing I can show you is the new in colors. Oh, we've got some. I'm going to show you that in a second. These are the new in colors for 2023 to 2025. Copper Clay, Wild Wheat, Boho Blue, Moody Mauve, and Pebbled Path. And aren't they beautiful together? I cannot wait to see these in person and to play with these because I feel like these colors really are so different than a lot of the colors we have right now. And so I'm really excited about these in colors. It's going to be awesome. The other thing I can show you is the last chance list. Holy macaroni. There are a lot of things that are being discontinued, and the highlighted items are all on sale. The prices are up to 60% off. And look at this list from the annual catalog. Do you see these last few pages? Holy macaroni! Almost all that page is on sale. I need to count them. I don't even know how many items. The sale prices start on April 4th, okay? So you can check out the list right now. Make out your list, get ready. If something's not on sale, I would not wait. I would go ahead and order right now. Even if it is on sale, there's no guarantee that it's going to make it and still be available on April 4th. So You kind of have to weigh that. Typically, the bigger the discount, the more inventory they have. But sometimes those big discounts can deplete the inventory really quickly. So you have to make your your list out and make decisions based on if you want to save money or if you really want to get it and not miss out. So the Moody Mob. Oh, you know what? I do think I need to switch out the ink on my printer. However, I don't know. It's always going to be different in person. And so I cannot wait to get the colors in person. Demonstrators can pre-order colors, all the colors starting April 4th. So I will have them for you. Oh my gosh, will I have them for you next week? Oh, I will have them for you next week. Next week on April 6th, 1 week from today, I'll be able to show you those colors in person and do a little bit of an unboxing of some new products. So make sure to tune in for that. That's going to be so much fun. Okay, but right now, last chance items. Check out the list. I had the links ready to go in the YouTube video description, but then I had to jump ship and come over here. So I will add them to the video description here on Facebook. And when you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be already in there. You can get the links to these flyers right now in the video description, or on Facebook. It will be shortly after we're done with the live. These are my versions that I cleaned up and kind of condensed down to make them easier to read. I highlighted the sale items, and you can see some items have already sold out, and I will continue to update the documents and let you know when things sell out. So you can keep reloading the same link. I'll update it every day or two. This morning when I checked, there wasn't anything that had sold out in addition to what was already sold out. So definitely be watching that. Sharon, you can't find the list on your site. So the list on the demonstrator website doesn't look like this. This is my version of the list. But you can see Stampin' Up's version of the list and other resources on the demonstrator website under Happening Now, Current Promotions. So that's where you're going to find new catalog info. You'll find the last chance info there, and you'll also find the new color refresh info there. Lots of stuff on the demonstrator website. So let me know if you can't find it, Sharon, and I can help you tomorrow. Yeah, it is longer. So one of the big changes that I made when I did my version of these lists, I took out the French products because most of my customers here in the United States are not buying the French products. So I took that out to just make the list shorter. I also took out all the bundles because bundle prices will all pretty much be ending on May 1st. I also took out all the suite collections because they were just kind of redundant. If all the suite collections are retiring, I'll just tell you flat out. So I took out some of those redundant things. I also removed some columns and just sort of squished it down to make it easier to read. So you can check these out. And my team members, there are versions of these files in our team Facebook group that don't have my name at the top. So if you want to share them with your customers, Jubilant Stampers, you can check that out in our Facebook group. Tonight, guys, I am focusing on some stuff that's retiring. The Hes the Man Suite collection from the annual catalog. And this designer paper is so cool. And honestly, I kind of forgot about some of this annual catalog stuff because we've been focusing on the mini catalog for so long. And so I really wanted to showcase this again and show you how amazing this designer paper is. So this is the suite that I'm featuring in my March 2023 bonus project kit. When you order $40 or more in my online store before tax and shipping, you'll get a free project kit from me. I'm getting ready to send those out early next week. So if you've ordered in March, they're all going to go out at the same time. And if you're on my team, you have the option to subscribe to get these kits for just $5 a month. So that's really exciting. So this is the suite that I am featuring this month for March. So you can still get my project kit. By the way, this was the May 2022 to April 2023 Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog on page 78. I'm supposed to identify that, and I always forget. Okay, so bonus project kit. These are new kits I send out every month. It includes 3 pre-cut projects and a gift. So the gift for March is a sampling of the Hes the Man designer paper, including a sampling of the die cut pieces. and half a package of the rustic metallic dots. And so because there are so many different die cut pieces, there are 3 different versions or collections of pieces. So yours might be a little bit different, but you will have the same 5 pieces of designer paper, which is the 12 by 12 paper in this paper pack. Let me show you these amazing designs. I love the colors: mint macaron, early espresso, basic black, Sahara sand, Cajun craze. I think that was all the colors. I just covered them right there. So we've got patterns here, and then the back side. I love these. I use them for the Wildlife Wonder class that I did in the fall. Just really great masculine patterns. And these, I love that they're so varied in their theme. We've got camping and outdoors. We've got grilling. We've got ties and bow ties and mustaches and dress up, and we've got cars and motorcycles. And I just think it's so great for so many different kinds of masculine cards. The other awesome thing we have is 2 sheets of die cuts. So these are not sticky die cuts, they're just paper die cuts, and they're laser cut. So you get 2 sheets each of the same pieces. So that's the full package. It's $15 for the Hes the Man designer paper. No discount on this one while supplies last, so make sure that you get your order in. I'll have all the item numbers in the video description when we're done. So tonight I'll be walking through those 3 projects that you're going to get in the bonus project kit. So if you are watching this later, you may already have your kit, you can follow along. So I have different versions of the same projects because everyone will have a different package of die cuts. I know, I think this is such a great suite because it does cover so many different interests. And you can make cards for all the men in your life. Debbie, I love it. Okay, so today's cards, we're going to start with the green one. And normally, and I will have it this month too, I just don't have it ready yet. In your project kit, you will get an envelope that has all of this in it. And then there will also be like a cover page, and it's a half sheet of paper, and it has pictures of the projects, as well as a link to a PDF with bonus tutorials. And so the bonus tutorials this month will feature the Hes the Man Suite. So you'll see some extra ideas using these products. And then, there's also a password that you can put in for my special password protected project page. So you put in the password and it will bring up photos and measurements and details about the projects, as well as a link to this video so that you can follow along. So these project pages with the passwords never expire. So you'll be able to look back at these for months and years to come, and be able to reference the instructions for how to make the projects that we're going to make tonight. Are you guys ready? Yes! Today is no stamping. We are using only the pieces that come in the kit, which is kind of unusual. No stamping tonight. But these, that's one of the reasons I love this designer paper, is because you have so many pieces that you don't have to do any stamping. So we're going to use quite a few of these pieces. I'm going to kind of lay them out. And like I said, there are 3 different collections of die cuts. So you might get this one or you might get a different one. And whichever one you get, the project photos that you get with your kit will be the projects that you can make with the pieces that you get. All of the layouts are the same. It's just a matter of changing out the pieces. And some of the colors are a little bit different. So we're going to start with our first card, the Mint Macaron card base. Like I said, this is one of my favorite colors, and I'm so sad that it is going away. And then Sahara Sand is also one of my favorites. This card has a pre-embossed piece using the time-worn type 3D. And I just kind of love that as a background, especially for masculine cards. It's not really like flowery or girly. It's just sort of a nice texture that I think goes with a lot of different things. Oh, you know what I think? Yes, I'm going to add a piece of white cardstock. Some of my packets are already done up, and I decided as I was making the projects today that I wanted to add one more piece of cardstock. So I am going to add this to the project kits before I send them out. And okay, I'm going to do 3.5 inches by 5 inches, which is the same size. Oops. Hold on a second. What is this one? 3.5 by 4.5? No, 3.5 by 4 3/4, which means this one needs to be, oh no, 3.5. Okay. We're going to do Post-it notes in a second to keep track of this. Okay. So, where's my pen? Here we go. The white piece that I will add, it will be in your project packet, is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, which is the same piece as, or same size as the textured piece. But originally I had the card design having the textured piece just go right on to the card base, but I really want to have a layer of white. So you're going to have to do this if you get the project kit. You're going to have to cut this down to 3.25 by 4.5. I'll write it down so you can see. We're going to cut that one down because I already have the card packets made up, so I can't easily change it. So you're going to cut that down 3.25 by 4.5, and we're going to layer that onto the white piece. There's also a white piece of cardstock for the inside of the card, and then an envelope for you to mail your card. For this card, we're going to use coordinating designer paper that we need to cut. And for this one, I'm going to use this brown plaid. It's got the campers on the back. And I'm going to cut a 1.5 inch piece. Oops, you know what? I need to cut it this way. 1.5 inch piece, and then 4.25. Okay. So I want that to go all the way across. 1.5 by 4.25. Okay, I love this layout. It's kind of a simple layout, but I think it works for so many different things. So let's go ahead and glue the front piece onto our card right in the middle. And whether you have this suite or something different, I hope that you're inspired by the card ideas that I share. And we'll try some of these layouts and ideas at home. All right, our designer paper piece is going to go across the center. And at 4.25, it should go all the way across like that. We will take our die cut piece that says, "With you, I'm never lost." Aw, I like that. And we'll use some Stampin' Dimensionals. Oh, stuck together. Oh, I'm going to do 3, make a triangle. And we'll add that to the center of our card. Now for the inside, I'm going to put this down. And if you want to, you could cut a piece of designer paper to go on the inside and add another one of the die cuts from your collection. Okay, so there's the first card. Really simple layout. And like I said, the other kits, you might have a different collection. And so you're going to get a brown card base, and here are the other versions of this card kit that comes. So if you get the other packet of pieces, you'll have different designs, and you can use those or any of the pieces that you want to mix and match and make the same card. So there's card number 1. Isn't this a great layout? I actually have a back pocket card layout featuring this layout, and this will be included in your card kit. This is one of my favorite things. I'm so excited about doing this for 2023. Every monthly bonus project kit will include a new back pocket card layout. On the front, there is a sketch with some measurements, and on the back, 2 card samples using that layout. You can add this to your ring and collect back pocket card layouts every single month. When you place an order. You'll get one in your kit if you order $40 or more, but if you don't order $40 or more, then you'll still get one for me. If you order a smaller order, you'll still get one with your thank you card. And if you're a team member, then you will get the back pocket card layouts all 3 for the quarter when you meet your quarterly minimum during the quarter. So all of my team members who ordered from themselves, who met their quarterly minimum for January, February, and March, you'll be getting your 3 back pocket card layouts in the mail. I'll be sending those out in the next week or so. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, I just love, uh-oh, my ring's broken. I just love having this little resource there we go, that's better, as an inspiration piece. So when I'm looking for ideas and I'm feeling stuck, I can turn to my back pocket card layouts, pull them right out of my back pocket and use them when I need a little mojo. I know, I'm so excited about these. So you'll get one of those in this month's kit, just like you got one in February and you got one in March, and we're going to keep this going throughout 2023. I'm hoping to have some additional back pocket card layouts for other class offerings. So stay tuned. There'll be other opportunities to get back pocket card layouts. The first 4 came in my Million Sales Retreat, my Million Achiever Sales Retreat box. So I'm thinking of doing more like virtual retreats like that and card kits that will include back pocket card layouts. So lots of opportunities. It's going to be such a great resource. Here's card number 1. And like I said, you can kind of personalize it as you like with the pieces that you get. You do have some rustic metallic dots. And so on this one, I did add them here on the side. So it's totally up to you on how you want to use that to embellish your cards. Let's move on to card number 2. This is going to have a Sahara sand card base. And I just love Sahara sand. I'm so sad. Okay, quick poll. You guys, yes or no? Just quick answer. Do you like Sahara sand? Do you use it in your card making? Because I use it more than crumb cake. I use it more than gray granite. I use it with everything. I think it is the perfect neutral. And I honestly thought that other people felt the same way. And I'm learning that I am maybe alone in my love for Sahara sand, because at the home office, they told me that Sahara sand is one of the lowest selling colors. What? That blows my mind. Okay, I'm seeing your comments and I see yes, not really. I appreciate your honesty. Not bothered that it's gone. Susan says crumb cake is better in my opinion. You know, I used to use crumb cake a lot, and I use Sahara sand because crumb cake has a little bit more red in it, and so I just feel like Sahara sand goes with more things. But I don't know. I think not as many people clearly have been using it as much as I have. So that's why it's going away, because that's part of how they make the decisions on colors. I'm sure I'll come back to crumb cake and use that a little bit more. Well, Sahara sand is going to be our card base for this card. And we're going to bring our designer paper back out and choose a pattern. So for this one, I actually kind of struggled with the pieces that are in this kit. But for this one, I'm going to feature the Hooray die cut, and I'm going to feature the Arrow die cut. And I felt like it was a stretch, but I kind of liked this paper with the pigs and the cow and the smoking, the barbecue sauce. My husband loves to smoke meat, like ribs, and oh my gosh, he makes the most amazing things on his smoker. And so this paper reminds me of him and makes me think of him. So if you have a what's the word, barbecue, or no, we went over this the other day. A grill master. I think that's what we decided on. If you have a grill master in your life, I think he would love a card with this paper. So we're going to use a little bit of this. We're going to cut that, and then we're also going to use, where did it go? Oh, it's on the other side of this. We're also going to use some of that Cajun Craze pattern too. So let's get our paper trimmer out, and we're going to cut. I just have to double check my measurement on this. Now on your slip in the card packet, it will have the measurements that you need to cut, but I haven't made that up yet, so that's why I don't have it ready. Okay, I'm cutting at 2 3/4 inches. Well, first I'm going to cut it 4 1/4 because I want it to go the width of the card. Then I'm going to cut it 2 3/4. Okay, so I've got this piece, and then I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to cut that down to 3/4. Okay, so 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 and 3/4 by 4 1/4. And these are the pieces that we're going to use for our card, saving the other ones for another project. Okay. And we have a little piece of basic white cardstock. This is 1 1/4 by 3 1/2. And I'm going to cut a banner tip. So cut up the center, cut from each corner to that center. And you don't have to do this, totally optional, but I like having a little banner like that on there. And then on the inside, we can use another piece of this if we want to. Let's say this is going to be a horizontal card, so maybe we'll just put, I kind of want another piece. I'm going to cut I'm going to cut 1 inch here for the inside. I got to do something on the inside, and since I'm not doing stamping tonight, designer paper is going to be kind of my go-to here. Yes, exactly, Catherine. Sahara sand is so perfect for the shells in the By the Bay set. Absolutely. Although I think crumb cake could be a good alternative. Sahara sand, really. Sand, it's got the name right in there. It's perfect for beach. Okay, this is going to go about 1/2 inch from the side. And then this is going to butt up right next to it. I'm not going to overlap. I'm just going to go right next to it to create our designer paper pieces over here. And then we're going to have our banner, which is basic white. And for this one, I'm going about 1/2 inch from the side and 1/2 inch from the bottom. And I'm just going to have that banner be this way. Now, originally, I actually planned for this card to be like more of a horizontal card. Let me show you. I was going to have it be like this way. But I really like having more of the Sahara sand showing, and so I turned it, and I like it a lot better. We're going to add our die cuts now over the banner, and you can use a smaller die cut or just cut a little border piece here for the arrow, and so this is going to go on. Hooray! That's how I feel when Jim is smoking and making amazing things on the grill. Hooray! I get to eat yummy food. Oh, so there's on the front. And then on the inside, we'll put that strip of designer paper down. And we can bring in another die cut piece to embellish the inside. So I would maybe choose nice work. Hooray! Nice work. You made something amazing. Of course, you could just send this as like a congratulations card or something else for a job well done. So here is our second card. And I have to say, I do love the other versions of this one even better. So let me bring those in and show you, depending on the die cuts that you get in your kit. And if you've got the whole paper, then you can make up this one. You're a classic. I decorated with some of the rustic metallic dots. I should add them to this one too. And then here's the other one. Hope your day is a grand adventure. Isn't that a great layout? I think it's especially perfect for showing off this designer paper that has a little more image to it, and then just using a little accent piece with some of the more solid designs. So if you have other designer paper that coordinates like this that you want to show off, this would be a perfect layout for that. And actually, I had hoped to, my goal was to make some other cards to share with you, but I kind of ran out of time. So maybe I will post some, well, definitely I'll have to add some extra card ideas to the bonus project page, but I'll share them too on Facebook using these layouts because I just love them. So easy. Okay, there was card number 2. Which one is your favorite? Do you like the camper or the car or the grill master? leave a comment and let me know. I know this layout is so good. And if you have the whole package of the Hes the Man designer paper, you can go through and you can make all of these cards, all of the versions and more. And then you can just make up just bunches and bunches of cards because there's really not a whole lot of pieces here. So you can make up, I don't even know how many you could make, especially if you made just this layout. You've got all these die cuts, 2 pages. You could just go nuts. Oh, it sounds like so many of you like the camper. I think this one might be my favorite too. I just like the sort of collection of embellishments there. Okay, that was card number 2. These are going so fast, but sometimes it's good to just have a fast card. And I think especially with this suite, having all of the die cuts, it makes it really easy to create quick and easy cards. And you can dress them up and you can dress them down and kind of do whatever you want with them. And sometimes that's a really good thing to have quick crafting. Okay, our next card is going to use a black card base. And I have another piece for the inside, as always. That's going to go in there. And then some additional pieces. I use that time-worn type 3D embossing folder again on a piece of basic black. 2 3/4 inches by 2 3/4 and 3 by 3 on the white. And then we have 3.5 by 3/4 again on this piece as an accent color. We're going to use the You Make Me Happy die cut. So that's why I brought in the yellow. I do have different accent strips in each of the other kits because I'll show you they just have different die cuts that they're meant to coordinate with. We need a background piece though, so we're going to choose this one. I really like this one. I think that it just could go so many different ways. Like it kind of looks like nuts and bolts, you know, like not the bolts, the nuts. So I feel like it has a mechanical feel to it, but I also just love that it's a little bit graphic. So this is 4 by 6. That's the size that comes in your kit. And so I'm just going to take and cut it 5 1/4. So I'm taking and just cutting off 3/4 of an inch off the that designer paper piece. So it takes almost a whole piece from your kit. And this we're going to use on the inside, and this we're going to use on the front. And so that's just going to go in the background here. And look at this. Our card is coming together so quickly and easily. This layout that I'm sharing with you right now is one that I used with my team this month in our monthly Stamp and Share Zoom. I love that we do this kind of a mystery stamping. I provide a list of supplies and everyone prepares whatever they have at home. And then we stamp together. And so I do a step-by-step instruction. And then we see how all the cards turn out. And they're all so different because everyone used different materials. So it's so much fun to stamp together every month. My team is spread out all across the United States. And so most of my team members I've not met in person before. So it's so much fun that we get to connect this way. I cut a banner tip, but again, you don't have to if you don't want to. And this is going to go across, let's see, I want to make sure this is right side up. It's going to go across, oh, maybe we'll go that way this time. No, I think I like it going across. And then this is going to go on with Stampin' Dimensionals. Now, when I did my mystery stamping, the instruction I gave them was to choose a corner on their card and then to put the square in hugging one corner. So it could be the top corner, it could be the bottom corner, it could be this way, it could be that way. So many different ways that you can do it. I think for this card, I'm going to go in the bottom corner. And so I said go about 1/2 inch or so from each edge. So I'm going to just add this down here. And what I liked about that is then it could go all the different ways. And so some of the other samples that I have to show you, they do go in opposite ways, which I think is so fun, that there's so much versatility to this layout. So I'm just going to trim this and put that on the inside. Oh my goodness, Sharon's got retirement coming up. Only 27 days. That is amazing, Sharon. Congratulations. All right, here's our card, but let me show you the other version. When I made it earlier, oh, I used the wrong paper. You know what? It doesn't matter. You can use either paper. Originally, I think I had designed it with this paper, and then I used this paper for something else. Anyway, I made this one be horizontal and this one be vertical, and it goes either way, right? On the inside, you could use one of the other pieces. I think I just had that designer paper there. Let me show you the other variations on this card, depending on the little embellishments that you get. So here's one. I'll move this one out of the way for now. Here's one looking sharp, and then holy smokes, you're the best. And on the inside, I did add the little die cut with the grill in there. Looking sharp on the inside, just more of that designer paper. Isn't that a great layout? Do you want to see the ones we did with my team? The mystery stamping. For this one, I used the host paper from the mini catalog. I think it's called Flowers something. We used it in a recent video. It's right here, the Flowers and More designer paper. And you can get that for free as part of your Stampin' Rewards when you have a party or have an individual order over $150. So I did, let me show you, I did 4 versions of this card with the same pieces of designer paper. And I just put them in the different corners. And so I wanted to show how you could use the same pieces to make a card that's a little bit different. So this was such a fun layout, and I really liked it too with the He's the Man. Susan says, did you see any host paper in the new catalog? You know what? I did not see any. In the annual catalog, there are 2 host items, and they're both stamp sets. So I hope that we'll see some more host designer paper in the mini catalogs when those come out. But I did not see any host paper in the annual catalog. I thought that was interesting. I definitely did check for that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I know. I really love these cards. I think they're so much fun. And again, this layout is so good, whether you're using flower paper with the blues or whether you're using the He's the Man designer paper. So this is the same layout as those 4 cards. It's just using the He's the Man designer paper, and then I brought in some of the embossed cardstock in basic black on each of those, but you could easily substitute a different designer paper like I did here and layer designer paper on designer paper. Oh my gosh, well that was it. That was all 3 cards for this month's kit. Let me bring them out again. Which ones do we make? We did the You Make Me Happy and the Hooray. This was actually going to be this one. And then what was the other one we did? Oh, the Never Lost. Yeah. Oh, aren't those fun? And like I said, there is a different variation depending on the kit you get. You might get a kit that has these cards, or you might get the kit that has, where's the other one? Oops, no, that's not right. This way. And, oh, flippin' awesome. So whatever kit you get and has different die cuts, you might be making a different variation of these 3 cards, but we showed you 9 cards today using 3 different layouts, and I hope that that has inspired you. Whether you have the entire package of He's the Man designer paper, which is retiring very soon. It's while supplies last, so make sure that you get it in my online store at juliedavison.com/shop. $40 orders in March. We've got one more day. Tomorrow is the last day. We'll get this kit in the mail next week, including the back pocket card layout card. So make sure to get your orders in now at juliedavison.com/shop. New kit every month, new back pocket card layout every month. So it's always a good time to shop with me. I love to spoil my customers. So if you're not shopping with a demonstrator already, I would love to have you shop with me and send you lots of fun things each month. Well, ladies, that is going to be it for me today. I'll upload the video description with those last chance lists so you can check those out. And all those discounts, again, start April 4th on Tuesday. So you can check out the list right now. You can order right now, but the discounts, all the highlighted things, don't start until April 4th. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I'm sorry that we couldn't go live on YouTube. I'm not really sure what was going on there, but thanks for coming over here to Facebook to join me, and I will add the replay on YouTube for those of you who aren't on Facebook. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the projects that I shared tonight. Subscribe to my channel, like and follow me on Facebook, and I will see you next time with more stamping projects. Have a good night.